Well, my friends, we've come to the conclusion, the end of this story on how to be happy for this beginner's course. And I'm going to read to you now the important points from my keys to happiness. Number 1, happiness is a state of mind that you can only feel today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. What do you feel right now? Breathe in the glorious air. You are alive. We can't feel happy yesterday. We can't feel happy tomorrow. We can only feel happy right now. So if life isn't great, life isn't running to plan, we can choose to be upset about this. We can choose to feel grief. We can choose to feel loss. And sometimes these are worthwhile emotions. Sometimes it's about unpacking and processing along the way. But it's important that we take some perspective and have an overview and make a decision, a clear decision. Is this what we really want to feel right now? Is this where we want our mind to be right now? I keep using the example from basketball about the boys pointing their mind to a particular topic at a particular time. So they'll be talking about whatever happened during the day just before the game, or who their friends are, or whatever the issue is. And I say every single time, if you want to play a good game of basketball, think about basketball before the game. Where your mind points is where your mind will be. If we ruminate and focus on negativity, that's what we will feel. But, and big disclaimer here, really big disclaimer here, it's not easy. And there are definite times to unpack stuff. Absolutely. With your journaling, you can question when that time is. With your journaling, you will have some overview of the situation. With your journaling, you will have some objective ability to look at your life. There's so many times we get trapped in a particular situation and we feel like we're drowning. Journaling allows us to get out of that water and look down upon it. Number 2, happiness is an individual subjective experience, which means that only you will know what happiness is for you. Just like my mum lovingly told me, never allow the behaviour of others to determine your worth. This is a really hard one. I know with myself that I constantly worry, and I do. I worry about what people think about me. I worry about what they say. I worry that what they say may be true. I worry that it may not be true. I worry about the fairness of it. I worry about how I'm perceived. I really worry about it. It's a matter of taking a step back and looking down upon the issue. Sometimes when I take a step back, I realize that all I needed was a nice long walk, or a gym routine, or 20 minutes of yoga, or perhaps I needed to clean up my room. By taking a step back, I'm able to see the situation more clearly. It is vital that we do not internalize the opinion of others. This does not take away from choosing select individuals to listen to at times, but at the end of the day, we are accountable for ourselves. Are we going to waste time listening to someone who is not an expert on who we are? They're not playing around inside our head. We do that. We're running around in our own head. So what are we going to do about our situation? And how much time are we going to waste worrying about the opinion of others? How much time? Goodness me, I know it's hard, and I really get that it's hard for you. I really get that. You know why? Because it's hard for me. It's not easy for me. I have the most amazing dynamics at any particular time. I know as I did this course, as with the book, as soon as I have a project and I want to achieve something, everything goes out the window. And I've had a significant bullying issue with the boys, really big. We're looking at changing schools, and and it's so much behind the scenes that I won't even repeat. There is never the perfect time to feel happy. It's not. And what do we want to do? Do we want to be in an aged care facility at the end of our lives going, oh, it really wasn't that bad when I was a teenager, or it really wasn't that bad at this particular time? Let's have an overview now, and let's teach our brains how to think. Let's teach our brains to focus on positive, but when life isn't that positive, unpack it effectively. Number 3, happiness requires self-awareness, and with awareness comes understanding, acceptance, and development. Wake up to who you truly are, for when you open your eyes to your true self, happiness will be there waiting for you, open arms. What is awareness? What is it to be aware of yourself? What does that even mean? It means having perspective. It means rational thinking. It means the ability to be assertive. It means not internalizing the comments or opinions of others. It means being real. It means having a global outlook. It means sitting in the silence and unpacking issues without negative self-talk, using evidence. Not so easy, is it? It's not so easy. Journaling really helps. Monitoring your negative self-talk really helps. Step by step, my friends. Watch any catastrophizing. It's vital that we sit down and say to ourselves, okay, this morning my boys lost their 2 school jumpers. They've lost their school jumpers 3 times in the last year, and my girls have lost their school blazers. This morning I was quite upset. Marched into the school, very angry, looking for the jumpers. An hour and a half later we found them. I was very cross because I keep looking for these jumpers. But at the end of the day, let's look at the big picture. By the way, it took me about 2 years. It took me about 2 hours to look at the big picture, just to give you some reference point there. Awareness, self-awareness is challenging. It's a daily challenge, something we need to take the time each day to look at. So try and get out of your body and look down upon yourself. Journaling, meditation, time management, a gentle approach helps with this process. Number 4, happiness may be experienced in 3 ways, and these are through feeling comfort, having empathetic and engaging relationships, and pursuing rewarding goals. Drink your tea, laugh with friends, practice your rituals, and feel the reward which comes from anticipating realistic goals. Happiness may be experienced in 3 ways. Feeling comfort, having empathetic and engaging relationships, pursuing rewarding goals. Now notice I say pursuing here. I say pursuing. It is the process of pursuing the goals which is more rewarding than the actual goal. Keep that in mind. It is the journey rather than destination. Number 5, happiness requires a conscious decision and intentional action. So make the decision to feel happy in spite of, or perhaps inspired by, events in your life, and decide to be happy anyway. Decide to be happy anyway. It's about training your brain through your practices, through your rituals every day. Rituals are not a miracle, but as a social animal, we can retrain our brain. Special rituals for occasions, for processes, for experiences in our life really does help. It's about practicing and practicing and practicing. And finally, and most importantly, happiness takes practice. Point 6, just like my early morning piano scales, if you want to enjoy the music of life, you must practice and practice until the music plays and you learn to appreciate every beautiful note. You can do it, my friends. I believe in you. So in this course, I have read from my book and I've given you homework. The most important part of this is a gentle, analytical approach. Constantly pat yourself on the back. You are doing okay. You are doing okay. Constantly take the time to assess yourself gently with love. It is about feeling comfort, engaging with others, and enjoying the journey of goals, finding the journey rewarding. Engagement is very important. It is absolutely vital that we love others and they love us. But while I say that, be careful. Don't internalize what other people say because they are projecting from their story. Write your own story. Continue with your rituals. Continue to assess that they're meaningful for you. Continue with your journal. Now remember, with your journal, it's not writing a whole lot of stuff. It might be one sentence. Continue with your journal every single day. Engage with others and be grateful. Feel compassion. Practice compassion. Practice gratitude. And review the way you reflect on your life. Remember, one day, if you're lucky, you may be an elderly person in aged care or at home. If you are lucky, we will age. What do you want to look back upon? The things that seem so serious now won't be in years to come. In years to come, everything changes. So why don't you choose the way you see things now? And why don't you let your daily rituals affect the way your brain perceives, the way you choose to feel? I hope you've enjoyed the course. Please communicate with me. I've created this course at a time in my life where I'm reviewing my own life, and a lot of things have happened during the design of this course. I wanted to load it onto a platform, and the platform absolutely did not work. So I've had a lot of challenges along the way. What have you enjoyed about this course? What would you change? What would you do differently? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining in. Take care and feel happy every single day.